Okay, so I have about 10 questions. So for the first question is if you could introduce yourself and your restaurant.
To you.
Yeah, you can look at me when you come.
I'm John Downey. I'm the owner of Downey's Restaurant. I'm the chef of Downey's Restaurant, and we've been here for 30 years.
What got you started in opening this restaurant?
Opening this restaurant? Well, I've been cooking for a lot longer than that, and I guess it's every young chef's dream to open a restaurant one day. And I actually moved out here. I've been living in New York City for several years and was on that sort of scene, and came to California looking for where all the produce was coming from that we were getting in New York shipped across the country. And I found myself in what is probably the best food basket in the entire United States, right here in Santa Barbara. So we're very lucky. As chefs, we're exceedingly lucky to be here with what we have available to us.
How did I guess talk about your relation? If you can talk about your relationship with BD, and why did you choose to go to the farmers market to get your produce?
Let's see. I knew the farmers market before I knew BD, and one of my cooks. It was before I had this restaurant. I was working in another restaurant. One of my cooks came in and said, "Hey, there's a farmers market, and they have all kinds of fun stuff there on a Saturday morning." So I went over there, and lo and behold, they did have all kinds of fun stuff, because what we see at the market today is 1,000-fold greater than what we would find available 30 years ago. And so that got me going to the farmers market. And as I say, we opened this restaurant in 1982, and in about 1983, BD came through the back door, and he'd been living out in Isla Vista and farming on a very small scale, as I understand it, just for his own consumption. And he had a little extra, and so I was able to buy his little extra, and that's how we started. And I know that he's gone on and expanded his farm hugely, and we're still here, and we're still buying from BD and a few other farmers too, but he's one of my principal suppliers.
Why do you think it's important to shop at the farmers market and having the food that you serve here grow so closely to you?
Oh, did you ever go shopping at the farmers market and then go to Vaughn's? Easy. You know, it's the quality of the produce that you can find, the freshness of the produce that you can find, the variety, and the care that goes into producing it. Huge factors. So, you know, it's freshness, it's flavor. It's just a much better product. It really is. And most of it is organically grown from the market. I think with BD, it's probably 100% organic. And you know, you've met the man. You know, he's dedicated. He makes you want to cry with how dedicated he is to producing the very best vegetables, herbs, whatever that he can. And I was always struck by. He said something. We actually did a couple of dinners here with him. You've heard of dinners with a winemaker. We started doing dinners with the farmer, which we thought was kind of a fun thing. And you know, when you have BD here as the guest farmer, people are just enraptured by his depth of knowledge and his, you know, his care. His soul is in what he grows. And he once said to us that it's not what I take home from the market that counts, it's what I bring to the market. And I don't know if you've heard that from him as well, but I just think that really sums up his philosophy as far as I'm concerned. And you know, it gives me something to think about too. You know, I mean, I like to put on my plates something which is equally as special as he is bringing to the market. So he's a good man.
Let's see. Why is the farmers market important to the community?
I think the same reason. You know, it's almost. I mean, it's beyond fruit and vegetables. Well, it is a sense of community. You know, you see the same people there at the same time, week after week. So it's, you know, I grew up in England where people will go down to the pub and see their friends. Here you can go to the market and see your friend. It's a social event almost, you know. So, and it's bringing good food onto people's tables. You know, not only the restaurants, but you know, obviously the biggest market are the general public, and there's a keen interest in good food in this city, probably more than most. And so it gives people the opportunity to get in there. They get to know their farmer, they get to know the philosophies of the farmer, and as I say, the same things. It's fresh and it's good, it's wholesome, so it's a good thing. We're so lucky to have the farmers markets here in Santa Barbara.
What do you see in the future of the farmers market and people having their own gardens? What do you foresee in the restaurant industry?
In the restaurant, do I see any changes in the future? I don't think I can see too much happening. You know, I've seen it change a lot. I guess I should be open to change. When you know, as I say, when I think back 30 years to what a narrow range of produce was available back then, I think the public appetite for new and different vegetables and fruits as they sort of go hand in hand. You know, there's if you grow it, they will come, sort of thing. So, what do I see for the future? Gosh knows, I don't know. Sorry, I can't help you on that one.
Let's see. What are some of the economic benefits of shopping at the farmers market?
Oh, economic. I don't think you pay a lot more. Yes, they're probably you can pay a little more for some things, but you're getting more bang for your buck. You know, you really, you know, if you you know, comparing the farmers market to the grocery store chains again, you know, you're getting less waste probably. You're getting a far fresher product. So, you know, you can. I think your dollar goes just as far at the farmers market as it does in the grocery store or the wholesale. You know, I could buy some of these things from my wholesale purveyors. I do buy a few things from the wholesalers, but I don't really lose out by going direct to the farmers. I think, you know.